Greetings, Anonymous, and greetings, America. And to those of you watching this video early enough, I wish you a happy Thanksgiving. I had another idea just a few short days ago, and I decided to rush it into implementation as quickly as possible, and so I figured I'd do it before the video on the Bill of Rights, since it was so short anyways, just to make sure that I got it out with plenty of time for the Christmas season. Unlike my previous videos, and as you may have already noticed, I haven't added subtitles to this video to save myself considerable amounts of time. I will, however, attempt to paste the entire text of this video in the description below the video for those of you who are viewing it directly on YouTube. Now, I have had a few people ask me exactly how I plan to get the word out about the Anonymous Party, since YouTube only has, so much exposure. And since many people won't invest the time to watch a 40-minute video that doesn't have explosions, attractive women, or people getting hit with things. But from the beginning, I wanted this to be a party that does not deal with money or donations at all. But I would also prefer that there be no fundraising committees that would spend on behalf of the party to do television or newspaper ads. This means no PACs, or political action committees, unless they operate strictly on a volunteer basis and accept no donations. I don't want people to feel that they need to donate money to the party. I wanted it to be a strictly time-invested party, since poor and rich alike can at least occasionally afford this commodity. But people will ultimately feel the need to spend money anyways. As Americans, it's just our nature. So I finally thought up a solution to this that accomplishes the goal of allowing money to be used, but without any party official or PAC handling it, but while still drawing positive attention, possibly even media attention, to the party, and better yet, it will do so while improving the overall morale of our nation, and while restoring our faith in our fellow man. And so I am introducing to you Project Anonymous Goodwill. It's pretty simple. Print off a few cards. A few will be available on the party website, and keep them with you at all times. Watch and listen for opportunities to help your fellow neighbors, co-workers, or even random citizens in your community. The opportunities are endless, especially at Christmas time. The point is to leave a gift or to do a good service to help someone else in whatever ways you are able. And then leave the card with a brief note on it, and always do so with the intention of remaining anonymous and never to call attention to yourself. The real beauty of this project is that even if it fails, it still promotes an environment of caring and compassion for the citizens of your community. So the way I see it, it's either a big win or a really big win. The cards will direct people to the website, which will in turn further explain the project, which will hopefully get more people involved, and in turn result in millions of American citizens helping their neighbors while seeking no credit for themselves. Only for the project and for the party. Both the project and the party are geared towards improving our nation by empowering the people. A few things to keep in mind, however. Don't hesitate to do something that helps a wealthy person just because they don't or may not need it. These people can sometimes actually be the most moved by a gesture because they seldom receive acts of goodwill, and because of this, they're seldom motivated to provide them. This would get wealthy people into the movement as well, and since they are more equipped to help financially, they may occasionally initiate some of the most life-changing acts of goodwill. A few examples of what you may be able to do, though. If you have an elderly neighbor, try getting up early and shoveling their snow or raking their leaves before they wake up. You have a poor neighbor, try leaving them a Christmas gift or a box of food on their doorstep. If you have a hobby that involves making things, consider giving away something you've made to someone you think could use it. For this, my mother-in-law is actually a very good example. She crochets blankets in her spare time and frequently gives them away to people in need. Usually she does this through her church, though, but if you are fortunate enough to have a lot of money, consider going to a local hospital and paying a medical bill for someone that you know may not be able to afford it. Tape a gift certificate with an attached card to a gas pump to help someone with their tank of gas. When going through a busy drive-thru, consider paying for the next car's meal, or the next several cars if you have the money, asking only for the cashier to hand each person whose meal you've paid for a project card. If you own a print shop or a copy machine, perhaps you could print off a bunch of cards and make them available to anyone who wants at least a small quantity of them, who may not be able to afford to print them themselves, but might want to help contribute their time and skills to helping others. The only caution that I will make, though, would be to make sure that whatever you are doing carries very little risk of causing damage to others' property. For example, scraping frost off of somebody's windows may be helpful, but some people strongly prefer that nobody mess with their vehicles. So if this is something that you decide to do, I'd suggest only targeting older vehicles. This is actually doubly important since many newer vehicles actually have remote start anyways, and therefore the need to scrape ice off of their windows is significantly reduced. And lastly, have fun. This is what it's all about. Enjoy yourselves, be creative, and demonstrate your caring for all mankind. This project perfectly illustrates the single core belief of the Anonymous Party, that everyone matters because they are the people.